Hi, everyone. This is Learn IELTS Through English podcast. I'm Yasmin. This podcast is designed to help you reach your IELTS Band 7 in just 1 month through real-world topics, clear explanations, and useful vocabulary. Today, we're talking about a growing problem in one of the world's most high-tech countries, smartphone addiction in South Korea. Almost everyone there owns a smartphone, but for many young people, it's becoming a serious mental health issue. With me is our reporter, Isaac.
Hi, Yasmin. It's good to be here. Yes, this is a really big topic in South Korea right now.
So, let's start simple. What do we mean when we say smartphone addiction?
Good question. Smartphone addiction means using your phone so much that it starts to interfere with your daily life, your sleep, studies, relationships, even your emotions. It's when people feel restless or anxious if they can't check their phone or when they spend hours scrolling without realizing it.
Right. I think many of us can relate to that. But how serious is it in South Korea?
It's very serious. According to a recent government report, about 4 in 10 Korean teenagers show signs of smartphone addiction. Many of them use their phones more than 7 hours a day, mostly for social media, gaming, or videos. And what's even more worrying, studies show a link between heavy phone use and mental health problems, like anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts.
That sounds frightening. Why is this happening in such a modern, developed country?
South Korea is extremely connected. Fast internet, high pressure in school, and a culture that values technology. Phones are a way to escape stress and connect with friends. But when that connection becomes dependence, it can lead to emotional problems. Experts say many young people feel lonely, even when they're online all day. They compare their lives to others on social media and start to feel like they're not good enough.
So it's not just about screen time. It's about how phones affect how people feel about themselves.
Exactly. Psychologists say the problem isn't the phone itself, it's how we use it. Constant notifications, likes, and messages can make the brain crave more stimulation. It's a bit like an invisible addiction. No one notices until it starts affecting mental health or school performance.
So, what is the government doing about it?
They're taking action. From March 2026, South Korea will ban mobile phones inside school classrooms to help students focus. Students can bring phones to school, but they must be switched off or stored during lessons. And the country has also opened digital detox centers, camps where young people spend a few weeks without their phones. They do sports, art, nature walks, and group counseling to help them rebuild focus and self-control.
That's interesting. Do those digital detox camps actually work?
So far, yes. Many teenagers who join say they sleep better, feel calmer, and rediscover hobbies like reading or painting. One girl said, "At first, I missed my phone, but after a few days, I felt free." Still, the challenge begins when they return home, because their old habits and social pressure come back quickly.
It's like learning a new lifestyle. You have to keep practicing, right?
Exactly. Experts suggest families and schools should set digital boundaries, like no phone time during meals or before bed. And they say what young people really need isn't just rules. They need support, open communication, and a sense of belonging in real life.
That's a great point. Do you think this problem is only in South Korea, or do other countries face it too?
It's a global problem, but in South Korea, it's more visible because technology is everywhere. Other countries, including the US, Japan, and the UK, are starting to see the same patterns: high screen time, mental fatigue, and isolation. So this issue isn't just about South Korea. It's about how we all live in the digital age.
I agree. We love our phones, but maybe we need to remember that too much of anything can be harmful. Thank you, Isaac, for sharing this story.
My pleasure, Yasmin.
And that's it for today's episode of Learn IELTS Through English podcast. If you enjoyed this topic, try using today's vocabulary in your IELTS speaking practice. Maybe answer this question. Do you think technology has made our lives better or worse? I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Isaac. See you next time. Explanation section. Vocabulary from the podcast. Interfere with means to stop something from happening smoothly or correctly. Restless means unable to relax or stay calm, usually because of worry or excitement. In podcast, people feel restless or anxious if they can't check their phone. Crave means to want something very strongly. Fatigue means great tiredness or exhaustion. IELTS tip of the day. When writing or speaking, try to use longer, well-structured sentences. The longer your sentences are, and the more specific vocabulary and linking words you use, the higher your score can be. But remember, long doesn't mean complicated.